Okay, all right, everyone. Good evening. It's Friday night again. So today we are happy to have Kim Boon here. Hi, Kim Boon.
Hi,
Yeah,
hello.
hi. Hi, Kim Boon. Yeah, supposedly we are actually meeting each other last week, right? At
Yes, JB,
JB.
yes.
But too bad, because of the MCO being lifted, and it will go until 4th of February. So no worries. For those who actually wish to join Kim Boon last week events in JB, we'll do it virtually tonight. Yeah. So, and of course, for people out there, I mean, other fans, you can also from other state can also enjoy the same thing that Kim Boon would be actually sharing on last weekend, but today we do it all virtually. Yeah.
That's right.
So Kim Boon,
Yes.
yeah, how was your week? You know, it's just started like 1 week plus two near to 2 weeks time. So what have you done for this round?
Um, Actually, I did quite a bit of landscaping at home,
Okay.
trying to make my house more photo worthy.
Mm-hmm.
So after the MCO, I can invite some friends or whoever would like to take some outdoor, semi-outdoor portraits can come to my house in Batu Pahat, of course. And also I've been doing a bit of review of my works, and hoping that we can be back in action and meet up with friends, customers, and also all of you. These my Fuji fans, and also these ex-photographers and fellow shooters, ex-shooters. Yeah. So, yep. So, and also I spent quite a bit of time also getting ready, preparing this presentation. And actually, I'm kind of excited also to share with fellow ex-shooters and friends here on some tips and my experiences shooting portraits using various types of lenses. Yep.
Yeah. So because as we see tonight's titles, you are actually going to share with us how to
Yes.
use wide angle to shoot
Friends
portraits and also
or this
and
presentation.
telephoto.
Actually, I'm kind of excited also to share. I'm trying to switch off my. Okay, sorry.
Okay, sure, no
All
worries.
right.
You're on two screen.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a bit slower than one. All right.
Mm. Yeah. Then from the title we can see that actually tonight we'll be actually sharing how to shoot portrait with wide angle and also telephoto. Actually
Yes.
I'm also quite excited lah. I mean to learn from you because normally I found it shooting wide angles will be having uh distorted or maybe the person's not looking in correct shape or and anything. We're always being taught to shoot in telephotos. Yeah.
Yep. In
Mm.
fact, there are a lot of portraits that are actually captured in wide angles by many photographers, renowned photographers. Maybe we are not that aware of it. So today, I think hopefully my sharing and I can actually give some these insights on how you can shoot any kind of portraits with almost any kind of lens or focal length. Yep. So
We
look
have
forward to that.
Kafu. Say hi to
Oh,
you,
Kafui,
Kafu,
hi. Yes, yes, Kafui, yes.
and also Jason. Jason also being say hi, Sifu. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, no Sifu lah. We just share. Yeah, yeah. Let's learn from each other. In fact, I'm learning every day. Yeah. Trying to learn new things, reinvent, learn from each other. Yep.
Okay. So I mean,
So,
without further ado, shall we
all right.
just start now? Yeah.
All right, sure. So, as you can see this slide, first of all, maybe I should also introduce this pretty girl, Jia Xing, which is from my hometown, Batu Pahat. Um, these are thanks to Fuji also for choosing this as the cover photo. And yeah, our title today is about exploring how to shoot or create stunning portraits using wide angle and two telephoto lenses. So it was originally this event supposed to be in JB, Touch and Try, and also my portrait workshop for a small group of people with very strict SOP, 15 of you only. But good and bad, blessing in disguise. Now more people can enjoy. So hopefully I can share a bit of my experience and elements, some tips that you can pick up. So I've been shooting portraits for a long time. As you can see, I shoot people from all ages, from young kids to old people, from very young girl, pretty girl, to mature lady, attractive people, corporate, casual, friends and families. So I think I'm actually kind of excited when Fuji asked me, hey, can you share something about portraiture? So yeah, here I am today. And once again, thanks to all my friends who are with me now. I can see we are about 73 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a good.
Few more friends actually greeting. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. Thank you. So my first question to everybody, because I want this to be more interactive, not just me talking. At least all of you can participate in the comment here. Do you shoot portraits with wide-angle lens, or have you tried shooting portraits with wide-angle lens? If those who have done so, who have shot portraits with wide-angle, please put a yes or why. Yes, yeah. Show us. I just want to get a feel of how many of you really have actually experienced shooting wide-angle portraitures. Yeah. So if you could share with us, we can I have a better gauge of what to share more and less. Oh, anyone? Yes, Vinod, yes. Yeah, all right, one person only so far who have shot wide-angle portraiture. Never mind, keep those answers coming in. If you have shot portraits with wide-angle lens before, please just say yes, share with everybody. So this is one portrait that was shot with a wide angle. Is 23mm XF 23mm f1.4, equivalent to, for those who are more familiar with the full frame, these numbers. This is the 35mm lens. So, and the same girl, the same talent at the same place, I used another long lens, which is a telephoto at the maximum of 140mm, which is equivalent 210mm. So you see the perspective. So why I shoot wide angle, why I shoot telephoto, I will share with you later on. Same thing. This is Jiaxin. I captured this about a couple of weeks ago in Batu Pahat. A very wide angle. This is really the widest ever portraiture I think I've tried. 15mm, which is 10mm. Okay, and it still look not distorted, that kind of thing, versus one that I zoom in with the 50mm f1.0, the dream lens to many people. So you see, this one, a very wide angle to this mid telephoto lens. So you get different result, different feel, depending on what you want to portray, what you want to present. So again, stay with me. I will share more, and at the end of the day, I hope that you get the gist of it, why I shoot with wide angle or tele. So again, let me also introduce this very talented young girl, Jenna. Jenna is from Malacca. So I also had this opportunity to take some photos of her using this very wide angle, which is 10mm, the 10-24, which is equivalent to 15mm, and also some telephoto shot of her, 75. So you see, there's a very wide end to the mid end, and the very, I'll show you more at the very, very long telephoto lens. All right, so far so good. So I really hope that some of you also can share with us what is your expectation out of this event, this session. At least 3 or 4. I want to know. You join because you support me. Give face so that there's a lot of numbers, or you're really looking to learn on what are you looking to learn? What are you looking to gain from this? What are you expecting from this session? Please share with me. Oh, or some because you love Fujifilm camera. Oh, okay. Okay, that is valid. I thought you said because you love my sharing.
For me, I think I myself, I think I would like to learn from you tonight is actually how to shoot wide angle. To be frank,
All
not
right,
really good
cool.
at that. Yeah.
Okay. Some to support us. Thank you. Okay, you can keep those coming. Yeah, Jenny, support and looking to learn how to take nice portraits. All right, great. Welcome, Jenny, and thanks for joining us. So by the end of this session, I want all of you, or at least most of you lah, to have a take home. I want all of you to create a magazine cover for yourself or for one of your loved one where you have his or her portrait in your phone. So this is what at the end of the day I hope all of you are able to do and make into this simulated magazine cover for yourself or your loved one. All right. So yep. So this is by end of day lah. Okay, I just go quickly.
Looks
You
very nice.
see, yep. I really hope that I believe all of you are able to do this. Yeah, this is my daughter, Sinru, who is also in this session. Thanks for joining us. Wow, Sinru, the story. This is like a CD cover for a future album. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm not able to say hi back to everybody. So, okay, quickly, what is portraiture to you? I think portraiture or portraits means a lot of things to many people or means differently to each of us. So, in general, I found this which is most suitable for me. A portraiture is actually a type of photography aimed toward capturing the personality of a person or a group of people using effective lighting, backdrops, and poses. Actually, it's more than that, lah. Okay, but for me, in the shortest and easiest way to explain what is portraiture, portraiture is just the art of making portraits, of shooting beautiful portraits. All right. So I hope all of you bear with me because not everything that I'm going to share may relate to you, or these some of you may be too advanced, or some of you may be just starting and then find it a bit complex. But no worries, you can send your questions. I can try to explain as best as possible. So there are many categories of portraits. There are constructional portraitures, environmental, lifestyle, creative portraitures. This is a few main categories, but from this, if you go into many subcategories, more than 10, I'm just showing you 10. There are traditional portraits, candid street, travel portraits, conceptual, couple, family, or group, environmental, fashion, commercial, fine art, glamour, boudoir, artistic, nude, lifestyle, and even self-portraits. But today we are not going to share so many, just a few that I'm going to share with you. So, just want to make sure that everybody is in the same plane, that portraiture is not all about beautiful young ladies' picture only. It covers a very wide range of scope or people. So tell me, hope at least a few again of you share, what is your favorite portraiture? What kind of portraits that you like best to shoot? Hi, Jeffrey. All right. Please, I really hope, now we have 98 of us. So great. At least I'm sure we can have 5 of you share with us. What is your favorite kind of portraiture? Family, okay, Jenny was saying family. Some you like to shoot lifestyle, pretty girls, no worries, swimsuit, yeah, couples. So let's share so that I get a gauge who are with me now. Travel portraiture, yes, that's a very interesting subject. I love travel portraiture. Candid portraiture, yes, baby. Okay, so okay, keep it coming. Dance portraiture, James. All right, I mean, there may not have that many tonight. Okay, anyway, so let me go through quickly what are the various portraitures that I've captured, but I just share one or two because there are too many that I want to share, but we have just limited time to share. So we talk about travel portraits. This is one of the travel portraits that I like a lot. This was captured in Yunnan. This lady, actually, we call her the chrysanthemum grandmother, chrysanthemum lady, where she collects all these chrysanthemum flowers, not to make into drinks, but to make into coloring, natural coloring. So I think she's about 80 years old and she's still going strong. So when you travel, you get a lot of opportunity to shoot this kind of, we call this travel, or it can be part under Candid Portraiture also. So yeah, this was captured last year, exactly 1 year ago in Cambodia. So I went to this village where the kids there are really, wonderful. They do not have electricity after 9 o'clock because their electricity are using battery powered one, no? So
Agree.
just a few hours a day they get electricity. So I stayed a night there and met up with all these kids. So these are just now that one is travel. Then candid portraits are portraiture that are really candid. You just in an event or in anywhere you go to an event, or like this National Day celebration a year and 2 years ago. Yeah, you see a lot of all these things. Okay, so we talk about these are what I call lifestyle fashion portraiture. Okay, so you are trying to sell something, perhaps Louis Vuitton or some other brand. So these are what we call lifestyle fashion. Again, street portraits. Okay, you go around, especially being in Bukit Bintang area, you have a lot of all these very handsome looking foreigners whom are more than happy to be your model. Yeah, these are one restaurant server in Bukit Bintang also. Couple portraits. Okay, this is my niece in Melbourne. Is April and Chris. So there is also a very strong backstory about this. A very good friend of mine, Thais, and one in Malacca. You're going to see more of their photos later. Yeah, family portraits. Someone was saying about like to learn about, see more about family portraits, which is one of my main genre of specialty, I would say. Okay. I shoot quite a lot of family portraits.
Kim Boon, I think there is questions for you by Gani, I guess. He said, okay, how do you communicate with the subject? I mean, during the process, especially for travel portraits. I mean, how do you approach them?
Okay, I think the biggest asset is actually smile genuinely. Go there and smile to them genuinely. Normally what I do is before I even smile to them and talk to them, I'll start shooting as many or as far as I can. Then when I approach them, I smile and talk to them nicely. Most of the time, I would say 80-90% of the time, I get the permission to shoot more. But before that, I already have some. And then normally what I'll do is I share the photos with them if they have WhatsApp or this social media, some way I can share with them. Otherwise, normally when I travel abroad or even in Malaysia, I bring along a Fuji Instax printer where I would actually print out this small Instax print and give it to them. So smile, yeah, okay, and be very genuine. Yeah, be very genuine. Yeah, all right. This is my sweet, very cute niece, Min Min, whom trust me, most of you would know shooting children portraits is quite hell. It is not easy, but yeah, this one is one of some of my success stories, I think. All right. So if you want, I can share more. Yeah, lifestyle portraits. I shot this at one of my very good friends' house. This is her daughter, and the environment is nice. She's very photogenic, and then this is part of you can call this part under lifestyle or family portraits. Okay, yeah, more lifestyle portraits. Another dear friend of mine, this Russian who is now married to America. when she visited Malaysia few years back, quite a few years, yeah. Yeah, fashion, beauty. This is, I think you saw her earlier, one who is from Malacca. She's a fitness instructor. This was a coverage that I covered for almost, a project that I covered about almost 8 months in their, covering about their lifestyle towards their marriage. Yeah, fashion, beauty, like this. So there are so many types of portraiture. Sports, fashion. This is a very dear friend of mine, my makeup artist, my favorite makeup artist, and also my de facto model whenever, if my talents didn't turn up. Okay. Of course, Boudoir photography. I'm not going to share too many of these, only one actually, because we have some kids, underage kids here. Or even artistic nude. This is also a very popular kind of portraiture among a lot of people. Corporate portraits. Another good friend of mine who is now back in her hometown because of MCO. Yeah, I don't know whether she's with us tonight. Yeah, commercial portraits. So you see, portraitures are being used in anywhere, everywhere, all kinds of situation. This is another kind of portraits, which is what I call the corporate lifestyle group photo. Nowadays, we do not shoot, get everybody position and then stand still with your jacket and then pose, show that you are very professional, you are very stern looking kind of corporate. Now we want to show something which is really lifestyle. So I shot this in Singapore, where they are really, you know that they are really in very relaxed mode. And this was published in their 60th anniversary book. Yep, more corporate lifestyle photos. We want to show the real them, not the very, very posy type. Yeah. Again, this is for another client. They are into cleaning services, McClean, where they clean most of the shopping centers and hypermarkets. Yep, more of this. All right. These are something quite interesting. Not many of us had this opportunity to shoot what we call behind the scene photos for a movie production. So I'm going to show you some. Yeah.
Kim Boon,
Yes.
I think I need to interrupt for a while.
Okay.
There's question sent in. Same again with I think Mr. Marwati, I guess. He
Okay,
asked,
Mawadi.
can you share more? What lens that do you use in many of your photo?
Yes, don't worry. It is coming.
Is it coming? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just giving you, this is like the introduction only of, wow, there are so many kinds of portraits. So tonight we are not talking about pretty young ladies, nice face portraits only. We are talking about old man like this who has got this very character in him. We talk about very mature people, young kids. So bear with me. Next set of photos all has got the lenses attached down there. What lens? Okay.
I think Sean will be also will be answering Sean's questions shortly also on composition.
But I'm glad they are already seeing. They are already asking the questions that I'm going to give them the answer. So look at this behind the scenes, because not every day we get a chance to shoot images like this, you see. So I was very lucky. I was commissioned to cover a few of these Malaysian-made movie, where these are the scenes behind. Where, you know, just like all other movies you see in these theaters, they have a appointed photographer to shoot all their still photos during their break. Or actually, after they shoot the video, I stop them before they wrap up. I do one more session just for the photo. But sometimes it's all in between, we have to start shooting already. So this is actually quite a series of photos that I had the opportunity to shoot. Like the one on the right-hand side, that is Mano, a comedian, and also my former lecturer in MIM. And also the next to him is Diana Yusof, who was also in that movie, and a few other kind of well-known Malaysian actors and actresses. So
I know what movie is that actually?
I had to try to recall the name. It was a short movie, and then it was also like a pilot project, pilot series before they go into 10 this episode production. So normally they produce one episode first. So now, what influences a portrait? There are so many things that influences a portrait to make that portrait outstanding, stunning, or extraordinary. Of course, composition, the kind of lighting, what kind of lightings, which angle of the lightings, which angle you shoot from, which angles of the person, whether you are shooting hers or his frontal face, left or right, very important. What kind of background environment, or what kind of mood, the outfit, the styling, the makeup influences the portrait. The poses, the posture, how you pose is so important. And last but not least, the expression, emotion, and that particular moments. So for tonight, I'm not able to share this because this can be one series of like eight classes to shoot stunning portraits. Tonight, I'm just sharing a little bit on composition and our main topic, which is focal length and a bit of expression, emotion, and moments. Okay, so when we talk about composition, also there are so many kind of composition. Again, tonight, for the benefits of time, I'm sharing 3 kind of composition that you can immediately use after this evening. Tomorrow you can start shooting. So what is composition, effective composition? There are one composition which is called rule of 1/3, which many of you already know or are practicing. I think my last 2-3 weeks ago in my workshop also some of you learned this thing. But today I'm sharing something new, which is center composition, as well as frame within a frame. In composition, you can take this down or you can screenshot here. You have to decide also what do you want to include or not include in that photo. And you need to know also who is your main subject and where to place your subject. You may have so many questions. So we talk about all this, don't worry, next few slides, you are going to see this. So where do you position your subject must be your questions in your mind when I show you this. For example, this photo of Jenna in Batu Pahat recently. Okay, I have this beautiful background, this steel gate or door. And then where would you place Jenna? Okay, I happen to have her on the right-hand side. Can I have a share of hands? Do you prefer to have Jenna right in the middle, on the right-hand side, like exactly like this photo, or you prefer her to be on the left-hand side, in front of the word, the Marcus Cafe? Please share with me, at least those who prefer Jenna to be in the middle, put center lah. If you like her to be as it is, right, just type right. And if you prefer her to be at the left-hand side, just put left. Any sharing so far? While I take a sip. All right. So Jenny agrees with me, right, as it is. Please, yeah. So in the middle, yes, there's no right or wrong, okay? There's only right, left, or center. All right, excellent. All right, so I just want to get all of you to start thinking. I don't want me to be talking only. I want you to feel as if you are in front of the camera, you are shooting. So try to position yourself as if you are the photographer in all my photos and try to learn why I shoot like that, how I shoot like that. Yes, left is another style of photo. Yes, as I said, there's no right or wrong. It depends on what you want to present, okay? So these are compositions. I'm sharing a few only here. Center composition, the top left, frame within the frame, the top right, bottom right, which is the rule of third, and the leading lines, okay? So, okay. Who shoots portraits with rule of third already? Who is already practicing shooting portraits with rule of third? Come on, let's share quickly. 2-3 of you. I want to see if are there people who are already shooting a lot of portraits using a rule of third. No one. Yeah. Can sit under cafe wording, right? What is that?
I mean, just now you can let Jenna sit right in the
Under
center.
under the cafe wording. Yes. Excellent suggestion, Richard. So, any more answers? No one. Who shoots Sire? Alex Tai got. Okay, we have at least one. Let's move on with one at least. So this is what I'm talking about, the rule of third. Okay, rule of third basically tell us to position our subject, okay, which is my friend here, Albert. Albert, sorry, I didn't ask prior permission to use a photo if you are listening now. I thought this is a very nice photo. Rule of third tell us to put the subject at the intersections of the two lines across and two lines top to bottom. So this is exactly how I positioned Albert in this photo. Yeah, rule of third say you can also position your subject at the 1/3 of the photo, okay, which is exactly like this. I'm sorry because I have so many slides and I really want to share as much as possible, so I'll go fast. If any one of you have questions, you can screenshot and later ask me.
Yeah, or do comments at the comments bar, and I'll try to interrupt lah if necessary. Yeah.
Yes, the lenses one. What lens? Again, some of these images will be repeated later, but because I'm trying to share one point, I can't put in three, 4 points. You're getting confused, everybody later. Okay. Thanks, Kenny, for the reminder. So yeah, this is another portrait of one. Again, it's about 1/3 of that you can see. So this is what I meant. Yeah, you can see my earlier photo. I'm going to show you now. You see, so rule of third is just a guideline. Do not follow die like that only. You can always move the subject a little bit if you think it is better. So it is a guideline for you to follow. It is not a must. Die must use one. Okay. Yeah, it also rule of third say that you can position your subject at the 1/3 column on the C or A, actually. In this case, it's C. So I'm going to show you. Yeah, this security guard is positioned on the column A. As you can see, I divide into A, B, C column. All right. So this is all part of the rule of 1/3. Same thing. You can see A, B, C column up. All right, I think this is very clear. I shared this with some of you in my earlier workshop a few weeks back. So definitely many of you have heard of this rule of 1/3 composition, but have many of you heard of center composition? I really like to get some this feedback from all of you. Anyone, at least 2 or 3 share. Have you heard of center composition, or have you tried using center composition in your photos, in your portraits?
Very less for myself.
Very less, huh? Yes. Have you tried center composition? We don't have anyone sharing yet. Come on, let's get ourselves very interactive so that share as many of you can share. Okay, this is what I meant by yes, great. So there are people who have shot center composition. So center composition, you can say, is actually a variation of the 1/3 rule also, because we are talking about positioning the subject right in the middle of that 1/3 column, or put the main subject at the yellow spot there, right in the middle, the full red color or the yellow color. In fact, some of you who are from the film days, in our cameras have got this in the middle of our focusing screen. There is this circle and square, something like that. And for beginners, everybody take a portrait. Take for portrait with the subject, with the talent right in the middle, and slowly, as you go and learn more and more, people will tell you, oh, shooting portrait right in the middle is very amateur. Those are beginners. You should follow the rule of third, which I taught you, I share with you. Many people share with you have to use rule of third. Then slowly you use rule of third and you forgot about your center composition, which there's nothing wrong with center composition. Again, there are many reasons why when we use center composition, it is to, when your subject, you need, like this particular photo, I just want people straight away focus on her emotion. Look at her eyes, look at her face. I don't need anything else. Okay, but because I put her right in the middle, the left side and the right side are balanced. So this is center composition. So after you take one round from a beginner, you shoot center composition. People say that, oh, those are for beginners, amateur. You go and shoot one-third. Then back to when you say, oh, I'm good already. I've mastered rule of third. I want to go back to center composition. Okay, so this is what I meant. She's right in the middle here. This one of Kylie. Okay, again, let me introduce Kylie. Also, Kylie is my nephew's girlfriend from Sekinchan. Yeah, she's very photogenic also. And she obliged to let me try out a lot of my photography portraiture on her in Sekinchan. Same thing, I position her right in the middle because for me, maybe I get bored with one-third already, rule of one-third maybe. But for me, I want to present in a very different way, or rather back to the basic again. So you see, so this is also for me, a very straightforward, simple yet powerful photo. Because I always wanted to showcase all those, I don't know what you call that, fruits. And I like the leaves, everything. So I always wanted to shoot something like that. Even this photo by Adele also, they shoot with this right in the middle. Okay. So yeah, so those are the, what do I call, center composition. Okay. So you are going to see a lot of my following photos are using center composition and also rule of one-third, of course. Okay, today this is the third composition I'm going to share with you, which you can immediately make use of for those who just started shooting or learning to shoot portraits. Again, this is Jiaxin in one of the park in Batu Pahat. So yeah, I was using a very wide angle. This is using a 10-24 wide angle equivalent to 15-36 mm. And this is at the widest 10 mm, I believe. So what is frame within a frame? It is also known as natural frame. And I'm going to show you there are many things that you can use as a frame to frame your subject. Shadows, lights, colors. You're going to see all these examples. A worst case, create your own frame. How? You can do it this way. This is a frame also, okay? So this is using foreground or front bokeh as a frame. Okay, this is also another example of front bokeh as a frame. Or this is using tree or leaves as a frame to frame this talent.
Kim Boon, I got a question for you. I mean, in terms of like frame within a frame, this is my I always find difficulty, you know, to get the frame in front of me. I mean, as a foreground, I don't know what is the distance. Sometimes it looks nice, sometimes it looks awful, you know, after taking. I don't know how to judge the distance between the subjects and the frame that I need to use. Yeah.
This one, we really need a hands-on outdoor workshop, and then I can demonstrate. But I will try to, along the way, I'll try to think of a simple answer that I can answer maybe later on. Yeah. Okay. But that is a very good question, really. Actually, most direct answer is try and error. And you move around. You move the front, back. Don't shoot at one position only. Always shoot at various position. Okay, so you try 1, 2, 3 different distance from the subject. Then, and also get the subject to move away from the background a few distance. After a few times, then you get a feel of it, yeah. And different lenses give you different kind of distance. So it's kind of complex in that sense. But if you do a lot of practice, slowly you are able to get that, yeah. So this is also a very interesting photo of this security guard framing with some very nice foreground. I can talk about 10 minutes just on this photo, but Okay, I cannot. Today I haven't even gone into my main topic, which is using telephoto and wide angle. So this is again using a background as a frame. I found this at the Australia's Melbourne this National Library. So interesting, this background. And I asked my niece to stand in front of one of the the so-called poster and to replace the poster. So suddenly that behind the poster of 6% become a frame. Oh, I just love this. This is actually a very interesting photo, which I love a lot. You can use windows, doors, anything that have this shape as a frame also. Sorry, I have to move fast a bit. This one, using colors as frame, like this one of these twins, Valerie and Victoria, who are also from Russia. I hope they are doing well back in Russia. Using shadow as a frame, you can see the shadow on top, all right? And also the shadow right across this friend of mine. So I actually framed her within this shadow. And also down there, the floor there is also under some shadows. So there's also some patterns here, those who actually attended my previous workshop. This is mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Yes, this is definitely a great way to frame somebody or something, a mirror, a reflection. Okay, this one I go very quickly, although I like this very important element, which is whatever you shoot, you can have the best lighting, best lens, okay, best color simulation, classic negative, best camera. But if that photo are shot without that the right expression, the right emotion at the right moment, that photo won't be as complete, won't be that so-called stunning or extraordinary. So this is a real tear of one when Thais proposed to her. It was a big surprise for her. Although Thais already packed up with me, we already teamed up. I know that he's gonna propose. So I catch that moment. So this is what I meant. All the other elements is very important, but don't forget at the end of the day, these are the expression, the moment where this photo, I don't need to have any rules. It already make you feel as if you are there, you are with them, or you are able to experience what they're experiencing. This young girl, daughter of my friend, you see, we get her into that moment, okay? This also, I made her sweat until she really is very into the mood to get this kind of very candid expression. This is during one of the behind the scene movie, okay? So this is a good friend of mine, Chris Tiagaraja of Sky Bus. I shot this during his family portraits and also used for his corporate portraiture, and that kind of moment where he's thinking really deep, that kind of moment. This is one of my favorite. This young boy lost his left leg. I'm not too sure whether it was because of a polio or accident, and he was with his younger sister after we climbed this Bukit Gasing for about 2 hours. He climbed up on his own. So this kind of moments, nothing can beat. This was in Terengganu. This young, very innocent girl. All right, Thaipusam. So you see the expression, the smile is very genuine. All of this. This is one of my favorite also. This is again, I think almost all photos I say my favorite. This is really Muhiba. This is really three good friends for 30, 40 or 50 years. They meet up every day in Klang and they play like kids. I happens to be there, and just one photo I got. 4 photos, 3 out of focus, 1 good one. This is during one of my corporate coverage. Okay, bear with me. We are almost there in the main topic. This one also a very powerful portrait of the young mother speaking to the young brother with her, I think, I don't know, her baby or her youngest brother. A very strong story here. This is Lokman of Ola Bola fame. You know that expression, you have to bring that out. Yeah. Again, I want to share one more thing. Even this photo, I'm not just using expression. I'm also applying a lot of other rules, like rule of 1/3, you see. So this is also a kind of a powerful photos during her wedding. That is doing all these SMS, replying all the well wishes. Okay, now finally we are into our main topic, and we are about how many minutes away? 30 minutes already.
We are 45 minutes now.
Wow, okay lah. We are still okay lah.
Yeah.
So which focal length or which lens to use, I think would be a bigger questions. We can shoot portraits from wide to tele. We can shoot all kinds of portraits with almost any kind of lens or any kind of focal length. I showed you this one. This is at the the widest at 15 mm. This is all at 30 mm of Jenna. This is closer. This you saw this photo. This was shot with one of my favorite lenses, so 35 1.4. Okay. This is also my first lens. My first Fujifilm lens is this one, 50 mm f1.4. And that was captured in Russia. This is Jenna. This is, of course, the 51.0. So I'm not trying to share what lens, but rather the focal length. So you can see I shoot from very wide towards, I'm coming to more tele already. This, you can guess, this is 110 mm, which is 75. Okay. Sorry, wrong side. Wrong. This is using 90 mm, which is equivalent to 135 mm. I think you all know her also. She was once a Fujifilm ambassador. And this is my wife using a very, very long lens, a very, very big and heavy lens, the GF for the GFX medium format camera, which is equivalent to 200 mm. This was shot at home. Okay, the question is when to use which lens or when to use which focal length, right?
Yes.
Okay. Share with me quickly. A few of you, at least 5, share before I move on. What is your favorite portrait lens or favorite focal length? Focal length is like 24 mm, 50 mm, okay, 105 mm. Anything you can share with me, APS-C or full frame. Or you know the exact name, you like the Fuji 35 or 56 1.2, or even you like some of you are from other brands, no problem, you can share. 35 1.4, excellent. 50 mm, I suppose that's full frame. 90 mm, so 60 mm. There's one very good macro lens, a bit old but still very good. Yeah, keep on coming. More than 5 already. I can move on, but excellent. Some, you see, we have some who are shooting with wide angle already. Excellent. 35, 23, 50, 85, 80 mm. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. Okay, and I'm so happy today we have the highest number of participants now at 105. I'm excited to share more. So let me show you some of my wide angle lenses portraiture. Using a few, there are the 10-24, there's my Zeiss 12 mm, one of my favorite also, and the 23 mm f2.0. So I don't want to go through, because all these blue words here you see, I'm going to repeat in the photos, okay, in the benefits of everybody's time. So why I use the wide angle? I think these are the questions behind your brain, your mind. Okay, it is when I need to, when I'm traveling and there's a very interesting background, at the same time, I want to shoot the subject in front. So this is where you make use of wide angle lens for portraiture like this. They are also using Fujifilm X-T30, if I'm not wrong, X-T20 at that time. So for me, the coconut trees are very interesting. So I want to show them in that environment. So I was using the Zeiss, this 12 mm at that time. Okay, I use it also in my street photography, or some of these can fall under environmental portraiture. So that allows me to go near to the subject, and also at the same time can cover a lot of the background. You see, all these backgrounds are very important. The keys, the fan, the cassette player, the bar, all the bills that is being put up, the calendar. So this tells a very interesting or a very powerful story in this series of photos. The calculator is of course a bit out of shape, but that is not very important. Okay, but at least this Mr. Gunn, he is not out of shape because I positioned him right in the middle. So one trick to use wide angle lens is to position your subject right in the middle so they don't get distorted as much, or in fact they become thinner a little bit. So okay, this one he becomes a bit distorted. You see his arms becomes a bit big, but if I don't tell you, you won't really notice that. So okay, this one I was using the 1024, which is a very versatile zoom lens for street environmental portrait, where I can zoom in a little bit to 28 mm, and at 28 the distortion is very minimum. Okay, so I'm going through as fast as I think I can. Okay, if you have question you can put here. So again, as I said earlier, versatile. I can zoom in, zoom out to frame images like this. If you come to Batu-Bat, I will bring you here. This is at 20 mm wide, equivalent to full frame 20 mm. Same lens. So all the information are at the bottom left, what lens at what focal length. Also, you have two info there. I didn't show you at what aperture I use that because that is not very important. Yeah, this is another photo I used in street photography. Why I use this is a very wide angle, 12 mm, equivalent to 18 mm, and you see this photo is very interesting. There are so many layers of stories here. At the back, the one who was frying the nuts, I forgot what you call the one. The Hokkien say kao lat, okay. And then there are people shopping. Okay, my friend here paying for the fruit she buys. So the bananas, the lanterns. So there are so many stories here. I also use wide angle lens so that I can go closer and nearer as a tool to include and exclude in my street photography. What I excluded is something at the right hand side. Something is blocking something which is not so nice. So the blur part is how I move near to use to exclude what I don't want in the photo. They are playing guli, guli. Yeah.
And with that photo, you makes me think more. What are they playing?
Oh yeah. So you have to, yeah. So it's actually a series of photos lah. So there are other photos that show what they do. So this was captured. You also use slightly wide angle lens in very tight situation. This was shot in a hotel room where you don't have much space, but yet you want to put in a lot of, you want the subject inside there. At the same time, I want to show the windows and the blind, which is a very nice bokeh. These photos looks like as if this is shot in New York. They kind of see the red, the yellow cap down there at the back there. It looks like the yellow cap in the US, right? It's actually in Malaysia, of course. So with 1.4 aperture, it actually gives you a very smooth bokeh. Yeah, I also use this 35 mm or rather 23 mm 1.4 lens in a lot of my family portraits. So I can be close to the subject. Also because in a house, sometimes it's quite tight. You can't go too far using telephoto lens. So again, in event coverage, I also use 35 mm so that I can include more subjects. This is the boy you saw earlier without the left leg before our climb that morning. In events, again, in limited space, so where you can go near to the subjects, okay, like this one. At the same time, because you have very wide aperture, you can create the kind of front bokeh and back bokeh. Yeah, this is a shot I asked my friend to take for me. in this situation where we are on a boat where there's not much space at the back to back out, to move to the back. Yeah, typism. Okay, some may think that the best lens only can take a lot of photo. No, I think the best lens is whatever lens is in your hand. Best camera is whatever camera is in your hand. So I shot this when I was testing out the XT200 with the kit lens XC1545, and I'm still able to shoot images like this. So I use the maximum 15 mm, which is equivalent to 22.5 mm in crowded places like this. Same thing, this is another shot. I was using the kit lens. I think it costs only 400-500 or 300-400 ringgit in the market. So I use the Zeiss, okay, crowded festival. Okay, I'm going fast again. These are more or less the same thing. Okay, I must share this. I've been showing this many times. You see the background here. Why I use that very wide at 15 mm is because I want to show that old building, which is the very rundown wooden house at the right hand side behind, and the the newer brick house on the left hand side. So I want to show the environment at the same time. I want to show the subject. So of course, if you find one of the person who stays there, the owner of that house, to be right in the middle and show and tell his story, it can be a very powerful storytelling photo also. So again, I apply that rule of rather center composition. Okay, I still apply some of my rules. Because of the interesting foreground and background, I use wide angle. Yeah, again. So I'm going fast because these are more or less the same. Some people can relate better to certain photos like outdoor. Again, Jenna is being positioned at the intersection of the rule of 1/3. Yes. Again, it doesn't look like she is at the 1/3 intersection, but actually she is. All right. So again, my very first question, where would you position her? You can actually position her right in the middle. It is perfectly all right. Or put her at the black side, the right-hand side. But I didn't put her at the black one because she's wearing black, a dark color. So I don't want her to be like stick to the background. So that is my whole reason. So you see, I use wide angle also for subject exaggeration. So to make her look big here, and then at the same time, I can include the background, which is interesting. Still apply rule of third. In tight spaces, actually behind me, there's a cars parked there, which I can't move back. So I can't use a standard lens, or I can't use a telephoto lens if I want to include this beautiful metal door. So that's the reason. Again, exactly rule of third. Okay, interesting background in lifestyle travel portraits. This one as well, such beautiful walls and lighting. Definitely, you want to include the whole thing, including the wall lamp. And then you put right, I can put her anywhere, right in the middle, left or right, up to you. And also for further subject exaggeration here, from these where I make them look big at the same time. You look the trees there. I can include a lot of all these branches and the sky. Yeah, you saw this earlier. Yeah, in very tight spaces, I was from the driver's seat. I saw she was making up, and then wow, that angle is so nice. 23-1.4, perfect lens. More of this right in the middle. A very versatile lens as well. Okay, I like sometimes to change it to black or white to give you. Okay, now we are moving into the standard lens now. Okay, standard lens, which is the normal view. We call this the normal lens, which is almost the same with what we are seeing with our bare eyes. So 50 mm full frame, or under APS-C, the Fujifilm system is under 35 mm. The angle of view is almost exactly like our bare eyes, okay, the angle. So that's why we call it the normal lens. Again, all the blue wordings I'm going to share in my photos. This is a good friend of mine. Okay, I shot this at their new showroom. It's called Poet, people of ordinary talent, but they are a furniture maker and also retailer of Scandinavian plus design in Jalan Putra. So I was there candidly. I took out my camera. Hey, I take a nice portrait for you. Boom, that's it. I got this. Again, this is I love this lens, the f2.35, where it is so compact and small, very unassuming, and it's good to shoot a lot of all these environmental lifestyle portraits. So the background, some of this you don't want it to be 1.4 to blur off everything. Environmental portrait, you do want to show a bit of, like this one, you want to show a bit of the furniture that they are selling, You totally blur, you don't know where is it already. Okay. Yeah, this is again the kitchen there, the sofa that they are in their showroom. So these are the environmental portraits or corporate portraiture. I like the portability and convenience. Yeah, definitely this is a must-go lens, must-go-to lens for a great travel companion. Okay, you are able to shoot all these nice candid portraits. Also an excellent street portraiture lens. Nice bokeh. So this is much easier. I explained a lot more when we were at the wide angle side, because I think a lot of people have not tried or dare not try. So the standard and tele, I also have a lot of photos, but also some explanation if you need to. Yeah, this is 35. So too many photos to share. Okay. My good friend, Mac, I hope Mac is watching here. That's with my his photo, his camera using the f2. So it is still at f2. It still has a very nice smooth bokeh. So for those who are thinking of a small standard lens, this is the one. But if you want something even more creamy, more dreamy background, you can consider the f 1.4 35mm standard lens, which is this one. I shot this at this one of my Batu Pahat's barber shop. This is shot at the window, so that's why you see a bit of double image at the image there at the subject there. So same thing. This one, when I am inside there, so I had to crop them much tighter. I'm not able to shoot that wide in that environment because it's a standard lens. If I were to be using the wide angle, then I can shoot more. Yes, I told you this is my first and favorite outdoor portrait lens, the 35 1.4. Again, this is also a great lens for lifestyle commercial portraiture. That was commissioned by Fujifilm a few years back. Okay, now we are going into the telephoto side now. All right. Again, all these blue wordings you can screenshot and watch later, but in my next photos, all will be shared. So telephotos, but the most popular portrait lens is actually still those around 80mm to 135mm full frame scope or field of view, which is for the APS-C is about 50mm to 90mm. Okay, so very quick one. This was my cycling trip. Many of you have heard about my cycling trip where in these, how many days? 5 days, I cycled about 400 kilometers from this Kota Baru to Kemaman using this bicycle of mine. So I was using this 50mm f2, which is lightweight, compact, and weather resistant. Okay, so this is my self-portrait. I put on the floor, self-timer run there and shoot. Okay, so that was me few years back on a 400-kilometer trip in 5 days. Challenged myself, almost gave up. Cursed myself, why am I here cycling right in the middle of the nowhere?
I understand
that. But we wanted to go and do one more, this time 600 kilometer, 1 week. Kenny, after our MCO 2.0.
Yeah.
And yeah, I make use of this lens in a very, I like it. I used to shoot portraitures for all the people I met. And I shoot even family portraits. I saw this one. I passed by immediately. I jumped down. and I shot this one. So they are still all very candid. They are unaware and fast enough to shoot this. And then after that, I moved to their house and asked for permission to shoot their family portraits. And then you see this first photo, they were still a bit cautious. Then I start to make, tell some jokes, make friends with them. You see, everybody becomes so relaxed. And we make friends. And then subsequently, I send the photos to them through WhatsApp. And they know that we are cycling another 50, 60 kilometers to somewhere. That night, they texted us to make sure that we arrive safely. You see, that's the power of such new friendship. Then you see, they start to become more relaxed. I shoot the daughter's photo, and then we went around some their neighbors and shoot these photos using all that lens. And now, of course, Fujifilm has got a wide scope of lenses that you can use. Now we are using the, sometimes I use the f1.0 or 1.2 or 90mm, or also I have the GFX, the medium format, to shoot beauty, glamour, and family portraitures like this. This was the, almost everybody are able to shoot nice portraits with such beautiful lenses, you see. Okay, 56 1.2. Mostly I use these lenses at the maximum aperture. All right, I think you saw this one. This is using the medium format, also equivalent to 85mm, the full frame equivalent. Okay, so if I blow up this one, you can see the sharpness. Wow, this is also nice bokeh at the f2. Yeah, this is one during one of the workshops, and then you can practice in our. Do you know that in our Fujifilm camera, the digital camera, of course, you can use the double exposure and shoot something like that straight out of camera. Okay, maybe Kenny, we should have a series of portraiture workshop, like 4 classes, a full one on portraiture, and hopefully more people can sign up. Because this is just what I call a buffet of so many things that I can share. I want to share.
Buffet.
So you see, you shoot expression. Okay, this is very important. Okay, quickly, my wife again. Okay, this is the latest series of portraits of these Jiaxing and Jenna, which I had the opportunity to test out the 50mm 1.0 in Batu Pahat just before MCO 2.0. So I quickly show you. I'm not going to share too much. It's just creamy, beautiful bokehs, excellent sharpness right in the middle. Yeah, the edge sharpness at wide aperture is definitely softer. That is definitely expected already. But if you put your subject or their eyes right in the middle center, you can get excellent sharpness. Okay, you look at the front bokeh and the front, the blurriness and the back bokeh. So I challenged myself. I want to shoot something a bit different from my previous style. So you see in this series of photos, my styles, there's a little bit different, which is what a lot of people are into now, and also using my favorite color film simulation, the classic negative film simulation. While you look at the bokeh, you see, they're very similar to those film camera like Fujifilm films, the real films.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Jenna. This is a perfect jump. We had we have a lot of jump, and I was so impressed with the focusing speed, and also they are able to focus on the eyes because I'm using the eye detection. Yeah, I also love this shot of Jenna. Is Jenna with us and Jiaxing with us tonight? Jiaxing, are you here tonight? And Jenna, are you here? Or you were here? If you are here, just say hi. Wow, and one of my favorite elements is wind. I love the wind when I'm shooting outdoor, and when the wind blows, they say, "Oh no, it's blowing to my hair." No, I say, leave it. I love it. I love the wind, especially it blows up the hair, and there's some these untidiness, right? Okay. You see, look at the classic negative green. Hi Jenna, thanks for joining us, and thanks to be my talent for that day. Awesome, we had a great time. All right, this was captured at my home. So tell me, what is your next wish list lens? Okay, after seeing all these lenses tell me, a few of you what are the lenses that you intend to buy before I move on? I think with everybody, if everybody thinks I should extend for another 10 minutes, give me a one. Say one. Okay, if Kenny allows, if you're all okay. But of course, if some of you have something, because I have still quite a bit of slide to show, some exercise for y'all. So if y'all think that we should carry on, otherwise we stop here. Time's up, right, Kenny? One, Vincent want to carry on. We have 10, one, then we proceed. We extend 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So two only, Okay. Or some are sharing their favorite lens already. Okay, we have 5 or 6. One. Okay. Thanks, Jenny. Yes. Okay. You can share your one. Okay. Thank you for the support. We still have 97. Not bad. Not falling down that much. I think this is one of the highest attendance so far. I mean, for quite a while, Kenny.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't even talked about my zoom lens portraiture. Thank you. Okay, we have so many ones, and also, okay, 50 mm for street is still also good. Sometimes I use two lens. One with a wide angle zoom, one with a 50 mm. Okay, to answer some of you. So the best combination is a 1650 plus a 51.140, or if you want the lighter and the much cheaper version is a 1855 plus a 55 200 mm for portability and convenience when we shoot. This is Kylie. I wonder Kylie is with us tonight. Kylie and this Wenfu, who gladly agreed to my request to be my talent. So I'm showing you, when you are using zoom lenses shooting portraiture, it gives you a lot of versatility and this flexibility. I'm shooting like this at 110. I'm using the full frame focal length, easier for everybody. Which on the bottom right hand side, I'm putting all the focal length that I use. So I'm shooting at 110. Then I zoom in a little bit to have a more close-up image of Kylie. And I can zoom back again because I want to show the whole of the bust front. And then I zoom back in again because I just want to show Kylie up to the knee there. This one, I zoom even further. At the same position, I just need to zoom in because, frankly speaking, I can't even move back already. Or I can't move forward also at that spot because I was between two longkang. So I can only be standing there, zoom in, zoom out. So that is when zoom lens are important or critical in shooting portraits like this. So you can see I can shoot like that. I can zoom in like that. I can zoom in all the way like that. And I can also zoom out sometimes. I saw this guy passing by quickly. I can't walk back, but I can zoom out, let him pass, and I want him to be in the frame. So I got this shot. So you see the versatility. Okay, now why suddenly I show this photo? Because I have to tell you why we use telephoto or use telephoto zoom. It is because of what we call the flattening perspective distortion. This sounds like science class, too complicated. It was very complicated at first for me also, but I slowly try to see how best in the simplest form to explain to everybody. When you use telephoto lens or zoom lens at the telephoto end, the whole purpose is for the background compression. When you use telephoto lens, basically the front subject, which is this guy on the left-hand side, okay, it makes him smaller. And at the back one, all the people at the back behind make it become bigger. And I need to frame them in this image. This is Carex. Carex is the biggest condom manufacturer in the world, listed in Malaysia. So I will already pre-plan this one. So without a telephoto lens, I have to move way back so that I can compress everybody inside this photo. This is also another photo during our National Day celebration back in Batu Pahat. For me to have so many people compressed in this frame, I have to use a telephoto lens. If I use a wide angle, I won't be able to compress everybody in. When I have everybody in, the front will be very big, the back will be very small. So I don't get this kind of compression. Okay, same thing in these family portraits. This is my brother-in-law and the young family, the twins. Okay, this, as I said, long focal length provides a flattening perspective distortion, which is in the simplest form. It means that you can compress the people at the back to be inside this frame and make the people at the back look bigger a bit, the front smaller a bit, so you won't be distorted like one big, one too small. Okay, I hope understand. I don't know. I thought I've gone through many times. I think that is the best way I can try to explain. If I have about maybe 10 understood, say 1 lah, then I'm happy tonight. 10 is about 10% lah, at least not bad lah. Got lah, anybody, you understand what I'm trying to say? If not, then too bad lah. I also don't know how best already lah. Anybody want lah? Understand tak? Satu, ada Kok Hui, faham ah? 2, bagus lah. Kasih 5 lah. Okay, excellent. Wow, thank you, Jenny. Okay, excellent. So we can move on. Everybody understood. Same thing. This is another example. You know, this SPCI is also one of the largest chemicals manufacturer in Malaysia. I shot this in Singapore. They have a fleet of these big, beautiful trucks. And for me to be able to put everybody, put all the trucks inside there, and you see the trucks is almost the same size. Definitely not the same size, but if you use a wide angle, the front one will be so big, the back one will be so small, and I can't compress everything inside. So this is, if you don't understand, this one should make you even more understand lah. Okay, so do you prefer now, after I show you the prime lens and zoom lens, do you prefer zoom or prime? Prime are those fixed lens, 35mm, 35mm, 50mm, 85mm, 56mm. Zoom are the one that you can zoom in, zoom out. So share with me. Let's see a quick sharing. How many more prefer zoom? How many prefer prime? There's no right or wrong. Sometimes I use both also. Sometimes I use prime. Sometimes I use zoom. So let's share. Come put it on while I move on. So I have more. Zoom give you versatility. While I was shooting this, okay, I zoom out at 95mm. I zoom in at 160. Okay, at 75mm. Okay. So these are, again, I want to share with you using this and this one. This is the wide angle I showed earlier. And you were asking, someone was asking about which lens, what focal length. Yeah, this is it. You see at 140mm and at the 35mm or 23mm, this one, the background, you see the road here. Using the telephoto, I compress them into like that. Although I can't show everything here, very little at the bottom there. So you see a very good example here. And I was so close to her, okay? And to shoot at that 35mm, I have to be so close to her. And this one, I'm a bit further. And show this. This one, to shoot this one using a long telephoto lens at 210 focal length, I have to be so far away, you see? I have to even shout to tell him, especially when there's a lot of wind, to tell him, stop, walk, don't stop, that kind of thing. Okay, excellent. So this one, again, using zoom lens, you get this versatility. You can shoot full length, you can zoom in further, even shooting some products. And I want to share with you, sometimes when you shoot products, shooting portraits, don't just shoot the person, shoot a bit of close-up, like the hands, the shoes, the legs, to put together as a story. Because if I show you everything the same person, the same photo of that person, you're going to get bored by the time you see 5 or 6 photos, okay?
Yeah, true.
Okay, even if you can shoot like that. So you put together like a story, which I should share. My next photo, next presentation I should show. Again, this was in JB. I'm going to move fast again. This one basically just to tell you the zoom benefits, okay? Yeah, I was covering this event, not typism. I can zoom in at the same time I can zoom out. Zoom in further. Sorry, of this. And when you're in studio, then I use a shorter lens, the 1655. Because normally in studio, I don't shoot at 2.8. Normally I shoot at f8, f11. Because that gives you the maximum sharpness. Okay, these are going to be last few photos. Zoom telephotos are also good for traveling. So the 1655 and 51.4, 140, it gives you a lot of flexibility, versatility. My good friend, fellow X-photographer, this Raja Kama and the wife. So, this was at 95. I can zoom in at 165. Okay, and also wider angle. I can show the whole thing. Okay, last but not least, this is some tips since we already extended the 15 minutes. This is the last few minutes. Basically, I've finished sharing about this focal length. So if some of you think that is good enough, too much, great, give me a 1 as an encouragement. I like all these things. All right, but I want all of you to be involved. We still have 88, dropped down about 15%, not bad. Okay. In Fujifilm, for those Fujifilm shooters, one of the benefits of our system is we have this film simulation, which is again one of the very important elements for us to express the mood, the feel we want in our portraits or in our photos. Okay, thank you for the ones. So, Kylie here, I purposely use various kinds of film simulation to show you. It gives you a very different mood, a very different feel here. Provia, Velvia, which is the more saturated, punchy color. This one first. Okay, I go back again. Provia, which is the jack of all trades, good for everything. You can use it for anything. And then Velvia for more vivid color, more punchy colors, portraitures. Asia for some more subtle, softer portraits. But it also depends on the person, the talents, skin tone, skin texture, and a lot of other things. Classic chrome, a lot of people also like this for portraiture. It is even more subtle now, more toned down, as you can see, unsaturated, we call that. This is the most popular now, classic negative, which is my favorite also. I have a video, hopefully Fuji will be able to share this to the region or worldwide, I don't know, on my favorite film simulation. And this is also one of the newest Eternal Bridge bypass film simulation by Fujifilm. So you see, all give you different feel. I'm not even putting in all the black and white monochrome sepia, which I don't want to put into the picture to confuse most of you. So you see 6 color different film simulation give you 6 different feel. So this also can affect our portraitures, our portraits that we shoot. So to make more stunning portraits. So finally, I'm done. Sorry, I think I have to compress further, or next time we have to say this is 1.5 hour sharing. But I hope those who, thank you for your patience. For those who think this is a bit too entry level, or you already have known all of this, but I hope the rest get to learn or picked up some of my experience and how I do. So I want all of you tonight to quickly take a few minutes to download an app called Canva. Those who have attended my workshop may have already downloaded this one, but go to Canva, C-A-N-V-A. This is my younger daughter, which I would like to show off a bit. I like this artwork. And you can download this Canva app. And then I want you to, I'm going to show you how to do this. Type magazine cover. I want all of you to choose one photo from your phone or from your phone, easier, huh? And use your self-portrait, a portrait of yours, your favorite, or someone of your loved one. And use this magazine cover app, this Canva, and create something like this. Okay. So if you are ready, go in and do this. And those, after you've done this, those who already know how to use Canva, please share with us, share with everybody your work, your graduation work in Facebook, Fujifilm Facebook page, where we are sharing this live there. Put under the comment there your work, okay? So at the end of the day, I want all of you to have this artwork. So those of you who have downloaded this Canva, I go through briefly one more time, and then please do it at your own. It's actually very easy. Go and type magazine cover, number one. Okay, I give 3 seconds. Once you've typed magazine cover, you go there. There are a lot of templates for you to choose. So you choose a favorite template. Okay, click on that template. Okay, there are various templates. You can choose this one, explore transit, and you click the image. Okay, and once you click the image there, you'll be led to your gallery. So you go to gallery and choose your favorite photo of yours. Okay, and then from there, you will come into that app and show you as is, where is. If you're happy with it, you can actually change the words, make it bigger, smaller. You can make your photo bigger or smaller as well. But then once you're happy with it, click the tick there, the right click, and then if you can undo if you don't like the one. Okay, and then you click this arrow button to save, to download into your phone. Okay, then you click save as. Just put save as suggested there. That's it. And save into your phone. And go to your phone, your gallery, or your documents, or your inside your phone there. It must be saved somewhere. And share it in the Facebook Live page under comment. I really hope
the comment bar here.
View share. Got people share?
For a moment, my side. Maybe.
So, okay. So I'm done with my presentation, sharing as much as I can. That I try to squeeze in 1 hour 15 minutes, which I can't do it. I only manage in 1 hour 15 minutes. I really hope you enjoyed my session. If I'm too fast, never mind lah. Okay. I just hope all of you have picked up at least 1 point, 1 learning, and I'm very happy already. If you enjoy my session, you can follow me. You can give me a 1. You can follow me in my Facebook or my Instagram. If you think this is good, we should do this more often with more subject. Tell us, share with us in this comment down here, or share with us what you have learned. Please share as much as you can what you have learned, what you like about it. And then if you think good, just give me a good, give Fujifilm a good. Thank you, Fujifilm, also for making this session for everybody. It's a blessing, these guys. Instead of for 15 people, now I think we have for 100 people, 110 people.
Yeah.
So thank you. I'll still be here in the next few minutes because I want to wait and look at those people who submitted their work in the Facebook there. Oh, Chin Tong, thank you. Always love your lively portraits. Even serious corporate, you can turn them lively. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I like all these comments because sometimes I'm in a lot of blind spot. I don't know. I think my work are some I think is good lah. I think it's quite good lah. But I don't know to what extent. But some of you may look from a different angle. You can share with me what you see in my work. I appreciate that, and once again, thank you very much. Thank you all the talents, all the 4 people who have been featured in my presentation. Thank you very much. Jenna, Jiaxin, and these many more. These Nimian, of course, and my daughter Xinru. So for those who really are leaving already, thank you again and good night. Hope to see you again. If you are not able to share with us your work, you can share later on, tonight, tomorrow. But practice the Canva. Is a very powerful, free of charge app that everybody should have. It's not to design only this magazine cover. You can design anything. You can design your birthday greeting cards. You can design your Facebook cover. Everything.
You can design the Facebook story cover as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, just try using it, because I was using it for like more than 4 years. Yeah. So that day saw you promoting this also was shocked. Oh, you're also using that as well. Yeah. So
I
hopefully,
don't get paid by Canva anyway.
so hopefully you guys can submit the photos that you done it in Canva. Just comment it at the comment bar will do. So maybe later
Yeah.
on, Kim Boon will have a look at that, and he might be replying the photos.
Yeah, I might give you some comment if you want to lah. Okay.
Yeah.
But whatever question you have in my 1.5 hours presentation, please put in the either the live sharing there, in this live sharing comment, or the Facebook live there also can. So I'll try to answer in the next few days when I have time to go in, and then again share with us what you have learned, what you like about it, even certain things that you would like to be improved, that what you want Fujifilm to do for all Fujifilm supporters, Fujifilm shooters, and then what you are hoping to have. Share with us, yeah, because we make use of this as a platform to touch base with you all. Because with the MCO, even without the MCO, it is difficult for us to meet up with everybody, to do so many programs for everybody. So
Yeah.
with this one, we hope that we can at least virtually touch base with you. So give your comments here. I'm sure the Fujifilm team, which are very supportive, will do their best to help answer the questions or address your issues. All right.
Okay.
Again, once again, for those leaving, good night, bye-bye. I think we should also say good night in 1 minute's time. Otherwise, everybody, we still have 70. It's like we just started. Amazing.
Yeah, thank you for those who are still staying with us tonight. And of course, we'll be actually updating upcoming workshops in terms of whether is it a real meetups if the MCO is lifted, or is still extending. Then we'll be doing more live workshop as well. So I think live workshop will be a norm in future. So do also tell us what kind of subject or topic that you would like to know. Then if you wish to learn more, maybe in future we will be actually having some classes, maybe in other format, not in this kind of FB live. We'll be doing in Zoom meetings, or even though Google Meet. Yeah, so do let us know what do you think about this kind of education based workshops or sharings between photographers that joining us. Yeah, so once again, I would like to thank Kim Boon tonight for spending almost 1.5 hours. Yeah, you are really informative guys. You don't. You love to share whatever that you learned, and you teach to the public as well. So do really appreciate the knowledge that you has been given it to us.
All right. This one we can't do a group photo because this is not a seminar like last time. Otherwise we can do a group photo. All right. Cool. So with that, I think we should say good night to everybody, and then hopefully we can be back again very soon.
Yeah.
So
And
thanks again, Kenny, hosting, and Fujifilm Malaysia, and all of you who have participated. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. See you guys.
You can still comment and then ask questions. Bye.
Bye-bye.